Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Madison Carmouche. The federal government is facing a deadline and will shut down at 12:01 a.m. on Sunday if a spending measure is not passed. A bipartisan stopgap bill has been agreed on in the Senate and would keep the government funded through November 17th. However, Republicans in the House have threatened to not vote on it because it includes military funding for Ukraine. If the government does shut down, it could have far-reaching effects, including on airlines. Grayson Passmore spoke to travelers at the Bluegrass Airport who share some of their concerns.
The looming possibility of a government shutdown hangs over the heads of travelers at the Bluegrass Airport.
It's going to affect me. It'll affect my business. It will affect how much money I make for my family. But again, what can I do about it?
Aviation workers like traffic controllers and TSA officers are federal employees, so they'll continue working through a shutdown, but they'll be working without pay.
We have finally seen cancellations and delays get back down to normal levels, but a shutdown would stop all of that progress.
And as we saw during the last shutdown in 2019, the fatigue and low morale could lead to employees calling out, and therefore more delays and much longer security lines. For those like Clay Frank who travel for work every few days, this could be bad for business.
Worrying about government shutdowns is a lot like worrying about whether my airplane's going to be late. There's nothing I'm going to do about it. And so I just roll with it. And if I get a cancellation, it means I get a day off work. I don't particularly like it.
Those with AAA say the best advice they can offer travelers is to constantly check on your flight status online. And if you are worried, they say go ahead and get to the airport at least a couple of hours early.
If there are delays, you need to change your plans, anything like that, you have time to do so. And so you're not, running up right up against the mark of your travel times.
And as always, make sure you pack your patience. In Lexington, Grayson Passmore, WKYT.
The potential shutdown could impact our national forests as well. Those with Daniel Boone National Forest say every shutdown is different, but for now they are funded through midnight on Saturday, September 30th. They say they'll notify the public as soon as possible if they have to make any changes to their regular operations. A new study found that the University of Virginia at Wise played a major role in improving the state's economy. The study says that this college contributed $188 million to the state's gross domestic product. The students reportedly spent nearly $17 million during the year, and the university spent more than $22 million in employee compensation. Mountain Comprehensive Care hosted their second recovery rally to bring resources to those battling addiction. Multiple organizations participated in the event. Mountain Comprehensive Care set up a microphone for anyone that wanted to share their story as well. Case manager Celeste Watts says the event can show people help is available.
When we have these community events, I think it just makes people realize that I'm not alone. I'm not fighting this battle alone. There are other people that are going through the same thing that I'm going through.
Watts says many agencies have been more urgently reaching out with the increase of fentanyl cases in the region. October marks the start for another busy season for the city of Corbin. The city's Dessert Week starts on Monday. Corbin Tourism Convention and Commission Executive Director Maggie Mulholland says this is an opportunity to try unique recipes made by businesses in the area for just $6.
Participating locally owned and operated restaurants in the city limits of Corbin are offering their own culinary creation, which is a dessert of some type, for $6. So people can go in and try, a variety of desserts throughout the city for just a $6 price point.
Mulholland says they expect to see an increase in tourism because of the SOAR Summit that will also be next week in the city. For more information on both events, you can visit our website at WYMT.com. Pike County officials gathered in the Flatwood area earlier today to celebrate the opening of a new trail all about adventure. Hillbilly Trails is open to riders dedicating more than 6,000 acres of Appalachian mountains to ATV riders. The opening of the trail brought folks from all around to the area with hopes that it will be a tourism magnet for riders of all experience.
What draws me to here is the beautiful mountains and the scenery that I get to see as I'm on the trail. When you come out of the trees and you're looking out over the entire mountain ranges, that's just a beautiful draw for me.
State leaders gave an update on the US 464-lane road expansion project. They say that it will cost nearly $40 million to improve and expand the highway. While some construction on the project has started, the designing phase is scheduled to begin within the next year. The project will be on the Mountain Parkway starting at Salyersville and US 23 at Paintsville. Children at a Southern Kentucky elementary school were taught about gun safety earlier today. It's a part of the Eddie Eagle Gun Safe program. The program began in Knox County but expanded to all Laurel County schools. This follows the deaths of 2 children that died in gun incidents since July in the county and another child who died in Corbin just a few weeks ago.
Well, statistically, these are the kids that are getting killed at home. So these are the kids that we focus on and we try to reach.
The mission of the program is to teach students to stop, don't touch, run away, and tell a grown-up. Fall wildfire season in Kentucky begins this Sunday, October 1st. This is a time of year when wildfires are more likely to form and spread. Forestry officials say wildfires in our area are often started by people. Burning in parts of the state is not allowed between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Kentucky's fall wildfire season runs until December 15th.
We are tracking some quiet weather across the mountains as we close out your Friday. Those lows back in the upper 50s and lower 60s as you wake up and kick off your weekend. Possibly some areas of dense fog as we go late tonight, also early on your Saturday. And check this out. Some awesome weather on the way as we kick off your weekend. Those temperatures falling into the upper 70s and lower 80s on your Saturday. And we do fall into the upper 50s and lower 60s once again as we get into your Sunday. So some nice weather is on the way into this weekend. If you have any plans to head up to Lexington for the game between Kentucky and Florida, some awesome weather is on the way. We stay dry into your Saturday, and those temperatures topping out in the upper 70s and lower 80s. So you may need the sunglasses, also the sunscreen, if you have any plans to head up to the game. That's the big story this week. We are tracking some very warm conditions out there. We should be in the middle 70s. We top out in the middle 80s on Tuesday, also Wednesday. So about 10 degrees above average by early parts of next week. However, we are watching out for some changes by this time next week, by Friday, also into next weekend. Some cooler air is set to move back into the mountains. So we are giving you that first alert to be on the lookout for some cooler air by Friday, also next weekend. Also watching out for our next rain chance by this time next week as well. Here to look at your Community Trust Bank 7-day forecast for the weekend is always in view. Tracking a stretch of dry, also warm weather across the mountains for this weekend. Also into early next week. We stay dry on Saturday, also Sunday. And those temperatures topping out in the upper 70s and lower 80s, middle 80s on Monday and Tuesday, and then more middle 80s on Wednesday and Thursday. But again, we are watching out for some changes by this time next week as a cold front begins to move across the region. So more showers are possible by next Friday, and those highs back in the middle 70s as we kick off next weekend. Madison?
Cameron, thank you. Well, thank you all for joining us tonight. Nate Johnson and Armando Berry will have highlights and scores from across the mountains on ARH Sports Overtime after this break.
WYMT First Alert Weather, sponsored by Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust.
I was raped by my stepfather after years of sexual abuse. I was 12. Anyone who believes there should be no exceptions for rape and incest could never understand what it's like to stand in my shoes. This is to you, Daniel Cameron. To tell a 12-year-old girl she must have the baby of her stepfather who raped her is unthinkable. I'm speaking out because women and girls need to have options. Daniel Cameron would give us none.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
When Daniel Cameron says he absolutely supports bringing back Matt Bevin's ruthless Medicaid plan, Cameron threatens to take away coverage from over 95,000 Kentuckians and punish working parents.
This sounds very similar to something that Governor Matt Bevin tried.
Well, absolutely. But when Cameron said he'd back Bevin's war on teachers and take taxpayer money from public schools to give to private schools instead, he'd punish Kentucky's kids. Cameron's absolutely wrong for Kentucky.
I was raped by my stepfather after years of sexual abuse. I was 12. Anyone who believes there should be no exceptions for rape and incest could never understand what it's like to stand in my shoes. This is to you, Daniel Cameron. To tell a 12-year-old girl she must have the baby of her stepfather who raped her is unthinkable. I'm speaking out because women and girls need to have options. Daniel Cameron would give us none.
The WYMT News app offers alerts on breaking stories as they happen, customized to the categories you choose. The WYMT News app, powered by Appalachian Wireless.
Closed captioning presented by Wolf, Williams, and Reynolds, serving Eastern Kentucky for Social Security and Federal Black Lung.
What's going on, y'all? It's Nate Johnson rocking with you.
And I am Armando Berry. Hey, how about we get into another ARH Sports Overtime, huh?
Yeah, plenty to get into. And before we get to our ARH Game of the Week, let's head out to one of the best games all season so far. To Log Mountain, number 7 Rock Castle taking on number 3 Bell County in another top 10 matchup. Let's go first quarter. Rockets up 7-0, but the Bobcats answer. It's Daniel Thomas. Thomas doing his thing, punching it in there for 6. 2-pointers good as well, 8-7 Bell. But as Rockets tend to do, they lift off. Tucker Warren with a beautiful dime there right in the breadbasket to Caleb Moore. He finds the blue paint. PAT no good, 13-8 Rockets. Second quarter, Dudley Hilton's crew, they clap back. It's Daniel Thomas scoring another tutty. 2-pointers good, 16-13 Bell. Rock led 19-16 at the break. How about this, though? Warren finds his man Moore again, 68 yards to the cribbo. Quick strike offense on full display, 33-24 Rock. Bell County, they're just so methodical with it. And who else? Mr. Daniel Thomas getting another score, 33-30. Rock up, but Bell hanging around. Fourth quarter now. Bell trying to keep the drive alive on 4th and 7, but they turn it over on downs. Huge play by the Rockets. Whole unit is fired up accordingly so. And they would seal it with this. Warren calls his own number, QB sneak. PAT good, 40-30. The Rockets go to Log Mountain and prevail against Bell County. What an incredible game. Here's what head coach Chris Larkey had to say about the victory.
Anytime you come to Bell County and beat a really great football team that Bell County has, it's a major accomplishment. I mean, there's not a lot of teams can say they do that. Hats off, Bell County's got a great team. Number 4, he's just an exceptional player, and I wish he's just great. But our kids, we overcome so many injuries this week, and during this football game, God, I can't say enough about my football coaches. They just called a great football game, and our kids just played in clutch game right there.
To the first priority bowl for our ARH Game of the Week, a classic rivalry. South Laurel visiting North Laurel at the Jungle. Trayshawn Holmes Evans He'll get the leap and the score. Nice play for Holmes Evans right there. And he'd keep it going throughout this game right here. It'd be Holmes Evans again up the seam, wide open. Great pass from Hunter Morgan. Jags up 14-0. Looks like they're playing with a little pep in their step right there. And there will be more where that came from Morgan. He'd take a shot down the field to Jack right there. Touchdown North. And, man, Jaguars, he's jumping on the Cardinals right here early. But the Cardinals, they'd be punting a little bit later, and it would be Jude McWhorter would field it, and he'd pick up a few blocks, and he would just find pay dirt going all the way down the field. Makes it look easy there, man.
Easy.
But North Laurel runs away with it in the first Priority Bowl, 62-0.
Oof, North Laurel. Number 1, Corbin, hosting number 5, Johnson Central. Golden Eagles on a 3-game win streak. Red Hounds, undefeated. Golden Eagle QB Jacob Grimm with a short pass to Gabe Conley, who steps into the end zone. Johnson Central scores their only points of the game there in the second quarter, up by 6. Red Hounds with the ball. Guy Bailey looks like he's about to change it, but the Golden Eagles, they're tough. Red Hounds wouldn't convert there, but the Tutty, Cade Elam forces his way through. Corbin up 14-6. Second half now. Kick return. Carter Stewart. This guy's got wheels. He's gone like the wind. He finds every hole in the defense to bring it all the way to the 15-yard line. What a start to the third quarter. But Johnson Central refused to let the Red Hounds get off easy. JC's defense forces a Red Hound turnover on downs. They'll settle for a field goal. Red Hounds, though, keeping it going here. He can't misstep. The top 5 play of the night. Maybe we'll see crazy grab from the sophomore. That eventually would help the Red Hounds get another tutty. Elam scrambling, fires, finds the back of the end zone to Stewart, and Corbin wins 34-6. Here's what Red Hound coach Tom Greer said on Corbin's in-game adjustments.
They line up and they run, hit you right in the mouth, and it took us a couple series defensively to adjust to it. Offensively, we just and we just had to get some plays in and then see where we could hurt them. Went in at halftime, and our offensive coaches and defensive coaches did a great job adjusting some things we seen, and then felt like in second half we done a much better job.
Wow, a couple of great games right there. But how about Rock Castle winning tonight over Bell? I know you like the Bobcats.
I do. I like Rockets too, though. But big game, big upset, though. Absolutely, what a game from Coach Larkey and company. And hey, when we come back, we head out to Belfry for another Alice Floyd College Mountain Top 10 matchup.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Isn't food dreamy? We think so. Nobody does food like Food City. This week, save on Food City Fresh Lean Ground Chuck. Buy more, save more produce, and more.
Are you or a loved one struggling with addiction? Help, hope, and healing are available. Take your first step today by visiting isaiah-house.org.
On Investigate TV, we help the power stay with the people.
I feel cheated. Everyone else should too.
Investigate TV, we're your watchdog. Download Investigate TV for your Roku and Amazon Fire devices today.
Food City Go-Kart All-Stars take personal shopping to the next level. They ensure every produce item and every cut of meat is exactly the way you like it. Order Go-Kart curbside pickup online for Big League personal shopping. Welcome to the big leagues, where our Go-Kart All-Stars take personal shopping to the next level. They always bring their A-game, so you get groceries carefully selected specifically for you. These are passionate professionals, ensuring every fruit and vegetable, every cut of meat is exactly the way you like it. This is plump. That is juicy. And this is lean. Order Go-Kart curbside pickup online for personal shopping at the highest level.
Time now for our Food City fans in the stands, and it goes to those fans out there in Harlan supporting those Green Dragons, they have a deep fan base out there. They love their Green Dragons. And how about those loyal fans who came all the way from Middlesboro to support their Yellow Jackets? They came pretty deep too, Nate. They came pretty deep.
Love to see that.
Absolutely. And hey, I love seeing the passion every week that these fans bring. Makes it fun to cover these games, you know?
Absolutely, and it's going to get a little colder soon, so we'll see about who those diehard fans are. But, hey, we got a big game. Belfry, Lawrence County, let's get to it out there in Belfry. Lawrence County was looking to take down the Pirates for the second year in a row here. But Dre Young will get the ball here from Chase Varney, makes it into the end zone for the first Belfry TD. Pirates not making it easy on those Bulldogs at all. Varney passes to Woolham here, but he's taken down immediately by Lawrence County's Kelvin Williams. Nice defensive stop there. Chase Varney here passes to Cade Woolham for the second Belfry TD. This guy just bouncing all over the place. Can't bring him down. He's in for the score. Tough guy to tackle. Legs just keeping on moving. Varney going to drop back here. Snap, takes it. Looking around, trying to find somebody. How about it? Woolham, he's there. Incredible leaping grab, but he's taken down again by Luis Chico. The final, a close one, a low-scoring game, 14-6. The Pirates, though, they sail away with it, get a little revenge from last year.
Interesting. But the Black Bears of Harlan County were taking on the Southwestern Warriors tonight. There they are, looking for another big win. First drive of the game, Braxton Walters, he's going to punch it in from a yard out. Warriors go up 7. Next drive, it's going to be Christian Walden from 5 yards out to give the Warriors a 14-0 lead. They're just getting after it pretty early in this one, and from then on, it would be all about Walden there. Jump to the second on 4th and 1, and all they need is a 1 yard, and Walden, he's just making it look easy, getting that score there, and, you know, he was talking to his coaches saying, oh, excuse me, they're going to punt the ball right here and taking it back and
looking for it. Ball's just rolling there, bouncing. Couple of bounces.
Oh, and there he goes again.
Walden picking it, going, and he's gone. Oh my goodness, Walden. This guy just doing a little bit of everything. He said he wanted a special teams play, and well, he got it there.
He might even make one of the top 5 plays of the week right there, but Southwestern goes up 28-0 and will win. Will go on to win 49-12.
Big win for the Warriors. So head down to the Riverbank. Breathitt County hosting Somerset. And the Briar Jumpers came out ready to roll. Cam Hughes with a nice pickup and gets them into the red zone. This guy's been churning all season long. Josh Bruner takes a high snap, makes it happen though, hands it off to Hughes again, who makes a cut, makes a defender miss, waltzes into the end zone for the score. Opening drive, opening touchdown. Breathitt trying to get the offense going. Dylan Stacy fires one to Braxton Terry, who makes a phenomenal grab there. Bobcats, first down. Defense was all over it, though. Briar Jumpers forcing Stacy to the ground, and Somerset bounces back after last week's loss to move to 5-2 on the season with a 42-21 win over Breathitt County.
All right, and over to Pulaski, taking on Madison Central. Those Maroon fans still showing out late in the first half. KJ Wells airs this ball out 31 yards to Cody Morrison. Indians go to the half up 21-0. Late in the third, Kason Brock fighting through defenders to get on the board. He'll hit pay dirt, and there's his teammate letting you know, hey, that is the guy right there. And here's going to be Zach Anderson rolling out to find Brock, and he's just going to do the rest. Nobody can take him down, and he'll just hit the end zone right there. It's a 10-point game, but Brian Mathis, he says he's had enough of this comeback. He's ready to put the nail in the coffin, going up 31-14 in the fourth. And there it is. The Indians go on to win 38-28. And here's some more scores on our Total Pharmacy scoreboard. Whitley County beat Scott out of Tennessee 63-14, and the Knox Central Panthers take down McCreary Central 52-20. Hey, any games that we saw recently today that, you know, surprised you?
Surprised me a little bit. You know, I got to say, I know we just talked about it a little bit, but that Rockcastle-Bell County game, oh my gosh. And you know what, I will say, I thought North Laurel would probably win this game in the first Priority Bowl, but not 62-0.
That was pretty dominant.
South Laurel's had a pretty solid season, but hey, we got plenty more football action coming your way. We're going out to Harlan, where the Middlesboro Yellow Jackets came to town.
Hi, everybody. Dave Baker here from my friends at Total Pharmacy Care. There's nothing like high school football. You can feel excitement as the teams take the field all across eastern Kentucky. As passionate as you feel about your team, that's how the Total Pharmacy team feels about your good health. They work hard to make sure your prescriptions are filled right and in a timely manner with all your questions answered. It's what they do. Total Pharmacy Care. Locations in Pikeville, Martin, Prestonsburg, Johns Creek, Belfry, and Phelps. Total Pharmacy Care, it's not just a name, it's a promise.
Brian Milam here for Appalachian Wireless. While covering some of the great sports teams in Eastern Kentucky, staying connected is a must. With Appalachian Wireless, I can go from Pike to Pulaski and Breathitt to Bell counties and always know I was connected to the coaches on the region's best network.
Right now, get a Samsung S23. Save $350.
Hey, Coach, how are you? Yeah, I'm doing a commercial for Appalachian Wireless. I know, they're great.
When my baby was born, it was magical. And as she grew, having a hospital close to home with advanced health care and specialized physicians being there along the journey was important. And along that journey, many special doctors touched our lives. And then one day, my baby became a woman and a mother herself. Pikeville Medical Center, caring for every moment in life.
We're back. How about it, baby?
You like that Belfield County? You like that Belfield over Lawrence County win?
I did like that Belfield Lawrence County win, and you know what? We're not done with these Friday games yet.
No, we're not. Here's our next game right here down in Harlan. The Green Dragons hosted the Middlesboro Yellow Jackets. Early in the first quarter, the Jackets were up 8-0. Darius Akal, he's going to burst through the middle for the Green Dragons and get a big gain right here until they finally bring him down. Next snap, Baylor Varner. He's going to fake the handoff and then find Nate Montanero, who makes a move and gets some more yards. That'll set up Harlan to line him up and punch it in. Refs, they say it's in, and it's all tied up at 8. After the 2-point conversion, Middlesboro would answer. Vincent Smith speeds outside the hashes and moves the Jackets upfield for a big gain. Next Jacket up is going to be Riley Foster, who just waltzes in the end zone. Easy work for him, and Middlesboro leaves Harlan with the big road win, 40-24.
Good win there for the Yellow Jackets. Let's head to Hyman for the Jags. We're in town versus the Patriots. Jaguars 3-3 so far. Good little start to the year. Well, how about this start to the game? Colt Shelton with the QB keeper, and the gate just opened up. Count it. He's gone. 6 points. Can't catch him. In for the score. They would make the 2-point conversion too right here. Handoff right back to him. No rest for the weary. Puts it in. Jaguars up top. But check it out. On the ensuing kickoff, Preston Shepard with a house call. This guy is something special on special teams. We've seen him a couple times already this season, and that would score there, and then they would punch their ticket. 2-point conversion is good. Little move, cuts upfield. He's in for the score there, but Floyd would get the TKO here. 36-20, the final out in Knott County.
And here, Williamsburg is taking on Pineville in the first quarter here. You gotta check out the possession here. Nate Gooden, 25-yard touchdown run, taking it to the house, 6-0 Yellow Jackets. He's moving and finally will get in the end zone right there.
Bring down.
And then Pineville, they're looking to air this one out and answer back. Here it goes. Yellow Jackets, Holden Clark. He's going to intercept it, though, for the 19-yard pick six. Williamsburg goes up 14-0. And one more first quarter score for the Jackets. Nate Gooden, he's going to find Cooper right there for the pass and catch. Williamsburg goes up 22-0. Pineville was able to get in the end zone here a little bit later. Landon Robbins was able to just find a way and just make the dive in the end zone right there. Pineville cut the lead 30-6, but Williamsburg would run away with this one. Peyton Ty finds the end zone from 43 yards out, and Yellow Jackets take over the Mountain Lions 58-6.
Good win for the Jags. Just down the road from us here, the Raceland Rams came to town to take on the Hazard Bulldogs. The Rams would seize control quickly in this game and wouldn't look back. They head home with a massive shutout win, 43-0 Raceland over Hazard. And a couple of scores here. Martin County beat Prestonsburg 44-0. Big win for the Cardinals. Wow.
Here's another scoreboard right here. Paintsville took down East Ridge 28-16. And hey, how about Jackson County? Another big win for them, 49-6 over Jenkins.
Absolutely. 5-2 on the season for them. Morgan County drops one to Covington Holy Cross, 14-8. Goffin County wins 50-25. And as we go to break, here is our Mountain Top 10 brought to you all season long by Alice Lloyd College.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
Seeing a new business open and grow, now that's the best feeling. I'm Jared Atkins, Central Market President with Citizens Bank of Kentucky. We're neighbors helping neighbors, and that's why I want to be your banker.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Investigate TV tackles the top topics. When your health is compromised, we investigate. Corporate greed exposed. The powerful held accountable with in-depth journalism led by award-winning journalist Lee Zurich. Download Investigate TV for your Roku and Amazon Fire devices.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Seeing a new business open and grow, now that's the best feeling. I'm Jared Atkins, Central Market President with Citizens Bank of Kentucky. We're neighbors helping neighbors, and that's why I want to be your banker.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Nash Bridges.
WYMT Mountain Sports, sponsored by ARH Orthopedic. Keep moving, keep living.
Let's check out our Citizens Bank Take It to the Bank play of the night. Let's see this one again. It's going to be Harlan County punting this away. And it kind of looks like they're going to let it roll. But then Walden is going to pick it up off the bounce. Going to hit a couple of jukes right here. Go across the field near the sideline. We have to adjust the camera just to capture it right here. And no one's going to touch him for 10 yards. Touchdown for Walden. Nice play. And there was a lot of great high school games action that we've seen so far tonight. But looking to tomorrow, hey, big game for Kentucky.
Oh, huge game for the Cats. And Kentucky has been playing well. 4-0 to start the season so far, with a nice start to the SEC, beating Vanderbilt 45-28 last Friday. Tomorrow, though, is a different beast altogether. When rival Florida comes to town, the Gators sit at number 22 in the rankings and have rattled off 3 straight wins. Coach Stoops talks about the challenges that awaits them.
You know, they're always talented and well coached. You all know that. They've been dominant on the defensive side of the ball, first in the SEC. I think they're giving up less than, I think it's 2.9, less than 3 yards per rush, not giving up very many yards at all in the pass game. So been very dominant defensively and offensively very efficient. You know, they are going to do what Coach does, you know, and that starts with them being a physical football team and being committed to the run game, and then booting and play action inning and things of that nature off of the run game. So, you know, again, a great challenge, and looking forward to getting home, and we need the crowd packed and we need them loud.
Man, we sure are going to need them. Wow, kickoff set for noon tomorrow. SEC Nation in town. Paul Feinbaum in town. Shout out Courtney. She was on there today. But going to be a fun game. And a quick look at our local teams, Union and U-Pike, playing each other tomorrow night at 7 p.m. in Pikeville. We'll have more on that game. And Kentucky on our Saturday. RH Sports Overtime. Are you excited for tomorrow?
Absolutely. I have a question for you, though, Nate.
Of course.
Over, under. Maxwell Harrison's been really, really good.
Yeah.
Do you think he gets a pick against the Florida team with a good run game?
You know what? I think he does do something crazy. I don't have to pick, but it's something crazy. Okay. Hey, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Nate Johnson.
And I'm Armando Barrett.
Catch you next time.